Hello, hello, hi, hi, folks. What's up? What's going on? Welcome, welcome. Happy Thursday. In hopes that you squeezed more out of your day than the day squeezed out of you. My name is Sean Azimi, and I welcome you to this live. If you are somebody who has had a broken heart ever in the past, you may want to stick around for this live because you may be in for a surprise. You know, I have definitely experienced a broken heart, and I can tell you it's a tough one. Now, let me ask you a question. If I were to ask you, and be honest, okay, which is the hardest person to forget? By the way, it's 10:10 p.m. here in Southern California right now. Say what? Drop the time where you are in the comments. Let's see where you are. It's 10:10 Southern California. Anyway, which is the hardest person to forget? Is it the person who hurt you, or is it the person that changed you? Hmm, interesting question, right? Now, what if I were to kind of spin things around a little bit? I came across something really interesting today, and when I listened to it, it made so much sense. And I listened to it and re-listened to it, and I kind of evaluated it in my own head, in my own story, if you would, and it makes so much sense. So I'm going to share it with you. Love to get your feedback on this. Check this out. You and I probably, I don't know, most people would probably say, oh, the person who hurt me, it's tough to forget. Or the person who changed my life or changed me entirely. It's tough to forget that person. Well, I'm going to spin it around for you. What if I were to tell you that, have you ever noticed the hardest person to move on from is the one you actually dated or went out with? It's not the person you had a life with. It's the person that you almost had a future with, right? It's interesting because psychologists say the brain struggles more with unfinished stories than completed ones. It hates an open loop. This is why when you're in a situationship, that kind of usually sometimes hurts the same way as like a real heartbreak, huh? Maybe even worse sometimes. It's like, it's complicated. It was situationship. You're not grieving a real memory. You're not grieving something that actually happened with that person. You're actually grieving an imagination, a fantasy, right? Because it never happened. You're basically grieving the Sunday mornings that didn't happen, the wedding dates that lived only in your imaginations, or this is the best one, or growing old together. You played this role in your head 100 times over and over again, and it just didn't ever come to tuition. You didn't even get to see their flaws because you were not ever around them, right? Brittany, how are you? Good to see you. Eli, how are you? Good to see you. See you guys on YouTube. Very interesting, right? Now, in your mind, this whole thing was like stayed perfect, right? It was like frozen. If frozen, it was like frozen version of them that existed in like those good times, right? But a real relationship is different, huh? It's not perfect. It gets interrupted by arguments, let's say fight, right? Um, the laundry gets piled up, the dishes in the sink get piled up, the trash needs to be taken out, the bills keep coming. Hey, the boring weeks, nights, maybe the chemistry between the two people that kind of just maybe sometimes drifts away, right? That's like a real relationship. You don't give up on them. Why? Because you absolutely are committed to them. You love them. But in this case, the hardest person to forget, you're not fighting like a real person. You're fighting like a ghost, like a version of the person that could only be if everything lined up and worked out perfectly, right? In this situation, you didn't lose a partner, you lost the potential of who it could have been. It's kind of a loss that our brain has a hard time processing because it's not a real loss, it's not a tangible loss, right? I want to share this thought with you. Sometimes the heaviest baggage that we carry is is empty. It's the story that never got a chance to even get started. It's the story that we create and we bring to life, right? It's not like the relationship fell apart in front of you. You guys fought, you tried, boom, bounced heads. It's not like that. It then never even got started, right? So this whole imagination, and I've been here. I'm telling you, I've been here, and it sucks. Drop a one in the comments if you've been here before. Justin, what's going on, brother? I see you on YouTube. Drop a one in the comments if you've ever been here before. If you've been like you can relate with the fact that hardest person to forget sometimes is the person that we were not actually in a relationship with, or we never dated. It never even got to a start. It never really got a chance, right? Ross, what's up? Right? So we got to make peace with the imaginary version of who they could have been instead of mourning about it. We got to let it go, right? Because it literally frees ourselves up. What up? Because the real life is waiting out there, and it's a little bit more exciting. It's got more bumps and bruises and real life stuff. So I gotta agree that, hey, sometimes the hardest per person to let go is the person you didn't even date, you were not even in a relationship with, and it just then never got to a start. And that imagination, that what could have been, it sometimes haunts you more than a real relationship that happened, had its ups and downs, and had you brokenhearted. right? So, hey, drop a one in the comments if you agree, if you can relate with that. Hopefully you do, because I think, hey, Neurotuner says one. That's deep. It's the FOMO of who someone could have been and who we could have been together. Yeah, that's very, very cool. Yeah, exactly. That's a very good observation. Those of you on YouTube watching, hey, um, consider subscribing, hitting that bell button so that when I go live, you see me. I actually go live every single night. I've been going live since January 1st, 2019. I've done over 2,800 lives in a row. So, yeah, you can hit that follow button. And I also actually recommend you follow me on multiple platforms so we can actually chat back and forth. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, X, LinkedIn, Threads, and I go with Side Gig Sean. If you got value from this, I'm pretty sure you did. If you got value from this, drop the word value in the comments and share it with someone. Let's go. Tag somebody to it. It's safe zone. And yeah, it'd be nice to get some more eyeballs on it. You know what I mean? And with that, I am Sean Azimi. I'm somebody who went from corporate America to an online gigpreneur. Definitely not my part of the plan. He had other plans. And now I help folks like you and I to start a little side business. I didn't have a side business. Now I teach people how to do it. And if that resonates with you, you like that idea, you want to make some extra money on the side, you don't mind the hustle, be flexible, then go to sidegigshawn.com and let's see if we can if I can help you out. I only watch YouTube. I got rid of all the platforms. Yeah, I got you, Justin. Yeah, that's cool, man. Hey, just follow me on YouTube and hit the bell button. So every night, it's a random subject. Like last night, I talked about hammerhead sharks. Tonight, I'm talking about breakups. So every night is a is a different subject. So um, that's cool. Yeah, for sure. I understand too. Neurotuner says, yeah, it's tough to manage too. So with that, you guys, I am signing off until tomorrow when we do it all over again. Much love.